there a tree? Is there a tree across the road down there? A big one? Are we gonna get called out? I'm sure we are.
Yeah, man. Stuck in Sheridan.
I don't know what's that.
Why are they stuck in Sheridan?
I don't know.
All right. So we should be live. Hey, if everybody can hear us, Lindsay's got tornado warnings, and we had a little technical issue, so we're doing our best to get you guys rolling. Just hang tight.
All right. Did you get the panel link?
35 to 301.
Did you get
No.
the panel link
Sheridan 3.
to them?
No, I didn't. Where am I going to get that?
Up at the top of the screen, the hangout screen.
Oh, that? Okay.
Yeah.
Supposed to be on incident 3. Well, let me get over there. I've been kind of tied up where I'm at.
Man, there's crap everywhere. I'm not gonna be able to be on here long. We're gonna get called out. I know it, and it's real calm. Shit.
303, dispatch.
303, go ahead.
Why is the sirens just now going off?
I'm here on 270 West. Got a tree down, but we also have outline wires down.
Joe?
10-4, 2017.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm probably gonna have to go. We're gonna leave. Hang on.
301 to 303.
Joe is in where? You guys are leaving that? You got to leave the house? Whatever you need to do,
Heck
Lindsay.
yeah.
You guys need to be safe. I mean,
Go ahead. Whereabouts are you?
Go get my muck boots.
there's nobody here but me
west
and you.
of the well.
Well, I'm on the volunteer fire department too, so that I know we're fixing to get called out.
Probably from the sounds of the radio.
Right there by the door. Let me send. Did you send the link to the panel? Shit.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to go.
35 on scene.
Yeah. Why is it?
301 to 303. Where are you located?
Whatever.
Did you get it, Joe? No, you get. Here, let me do it.
There's nobody here.
That's why I said the sirens are just now going off. Is that what you said?
Where is? Okay, that's.
All right, guys, I'll check on
Okay.
you on a little bit, okay?
Alrighty.
They'll get on in just a second.
Okay. Yeah, we got one viewer so far. I put the link in the group, so I mean it's already 20, almost 20 after.
301 to 316. 316, go ahead. Where are y'all? On scene.
I don't know where the fire's at. All right, Joe, I'm trying to wait to see if somebody else gets on.
There's one person viewing, and I don't know if that's me or because I got another window open. So
There is 1, 2, 3, 3 other people and 1 viewer, so. I know, I'm coming.
go do what you got to do, Lindsay. We'll figure it out. I'm just gonna. We're already rolling on the broadcast and all that kind of stuff. So you guys got the weather going there. I don't see where you're seeing all this. I see 2 viewers, but that's it.
I'm on this page right here, Joe. Let me share my screen. This is in your back office. I gotta fill you in. This right here.
Oh, you're talking
This
about on
is
the
where
ZNZ Solutions. Okay. Yeah, I can go to that. I can go to that screen. All right, cool.
Well, I just put the link in there, so the panel, they should get on.
All right.
Okay, I gotta go.
I'm already. Yeah. Okay. All right. See you later. Be safe. All right, I thought she put that in there. Hey guys and gals, it looks like it's just me. If you're there, hang tight for a second. Lindsay's got tornadoes in the area and things of that nature, so I'm not really sure. Let me close out a lot of these windows here because I want to get to where I'm at here. All right. got a few viewers. I'm just going to go ahead and roll with this. My name's Joe Batron. This is Thursday night, October 2nd training. I'm going to go through creating a fan page. I'm going to run through notes. I'm going to make it relatively brief. Apologize for the delay. As I said, Lindsay was trying to get home. They've got tornadoes in the area. She's on the volunteer fire department. Got radios blasting in the background. There's fires. They're going to the basement, the whole 9 yards. So she had to jump off. I am going to start off right here. Okay. In our marketing efforts on Facebook, as you guys that have been around for a while, if you're new, we're posting in groups. We get away with it. Facebook is also in business to make money. They have paid advertising. From their rules, if you're running a business, they want you to create a fan page. They don't want you to promote it from your personal page. So tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over creating a fan page. This is my fan page here, Freedom Working From Home. My slogan is Find Your Escape. I created the image that you're seeing there. I'm going to start off with the cover photo, the cover image here. The new rules is that you can have writing on it, but it's not supposed to cover more than 20%. I would be led to believe mine does, although all this is open down here. So the only lettering I really have is there. This is put up by Facebook, so it shouldn't count towards the 20%. I've had this for a couple of years. I've been able to get away with it. I haven't really marketed. I was working another business online, but I hadn't marketed my, I guess I got to share my screen in order for you guys to see that. Hold on one second here, sorry. Let me make sure you guys can end up seeing my screen. Okay, cool. Now you can see what I'm talking about. How did I get there? Oh. All right, so this is my cover page for Freedom Working From Home. I'll pop back over here so you can see it a little bit larger, hopefully. The cover photo was what I was talking about. Something that you want to keep in mind when you're creating your fan page or you're creating your name. I like the idea of viral kind of subliminal type of marketing. Whenever I like or share something, somebody else on the panel there. Can you guys mute out for me? For the background noise. Brandy and Rhonda, thank you. Welcome to the show. What I'm doing is I'm covering making a fan page tonight. And I lost my train of thought with the noise there in the background. So what we're talking about is Facebook rules are if you're going to run a business, you need to run it from a fan page, not from your personal profile, although we get away with it to a certain degree. I have 2 profiles. I've had as many as 6 profiles. I got slapped yesterday for my second profile because I hang out on this one more. So I'm always liking and sharing things that compel people to like and share, and it's not all business. Rule of thumb is 80% value. When you're talking about your personal as well, I like putting funny things in there, things that are interesting, things that I like, things that are going to compel people to like and share. Facebook looks at your social interaction as well. So this profile I get all the action on, and I get a lot of sharing, and sometimes I space looking at or playing around on my other one, so I don't get as much interaction on that, and they slapped me for the posting in groups yesterday until the 15th. This one I'm still okay on, and I kind of canceled a lot of things out because I want to make sure I have a solid profile. So let me pop to some of my notes here also. Facebook Traffic Cheats is a program that is from the Summit group. There's some huge marketers, and a lot of the hitters and big marketers go to the summits. And I went through Module 1 creating a Facebook fan page, and that's what I was saying. Run your Facebook fan page run your business off your Facebook fan page per Facebook rules, not your profile. You want to have an offer on your page. You want to make sure you have a capture page on there as well. I did in the past. I'm in the process of setting all that back up. So let's just consider this part of like part 1 of this. I didn't realize that I was going to be I knew I was going to be on here tonight and contributing, but I didn't know I was going to have to put all this together. So I'm just kind of, you're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to wing my way through it. I've been doing it long enough where I've got quite a bit of knowledge. So I'm going to bounce back and forth. on that kind of stuff. So, here's the fan page here. You've got a cover that you're going to create. You want to, I've got 985 likes. I'm almost to 1,000 likes. I kind of stopped around 976. You can see I've gotten 9 new likes over the last few days. I ran some ads in the groups pointing them to my Facebook fan page and pulled 9 likes. I was up to about 1,500 in my reach just getting back. As you can see, as I'm holding my mouse over, it's giving you some different analytics on my posts and the people that it's reaching. I'm going to pop through there a little bit as well. That gives you the notifications and things of that nature. What I do is I keep my top posts, I try to keep it pinned, which is my introduction, and it leads into my, I'll go ahead and click on it. It's going to take me off of Facebook over into our ZNZ Solutions capture page. So I don't have a capture set up on my fan page. You can set it up what's called a fan gate, where when you're directing people to your fan page, it is having them like your page. You can also have a capture page on there. As you can see, this goes to the ZNZ Solutions capture that I have set up there. So I keep this pinned up here, and then I basically put, hello, thank you for stopping by our Freedom Working From Home fan page. This journey was started for 2 reasons: to gain my freedom while helping others do the same, and to have some peace of mind. But those, that's kind of my little intro. Freedom to me is being able to live your life as you choose, not as you're forced to out of necessity. Peace of mind is knowing that I can pay my bills, spend more time with my family, have the money to take care of our needs, and still have money to have fun in life rather than enduring it. Thankfully, in finding this company, I'm able to do both. It's been life-changing. Perhaps it'll be the same for you. The details and the links about our website are below. And then it goes into who we are with ZNZ. I'm going to go ahead for the benefit of the new people and just kind of read what I kind of throw out there as an opener and an explanation of what ZNZ is. We work with a national promotions company that's looking for independent online advertising agents to work with them from home. It's available for anyone in the U.S., Canada, and the UK. The website is an advertising platform. They have contracts with hundreds of companies like Disney, Discover, Gamefly, CreditReport.com, Netflix, and a bunch of other household names that advertise some of their trial offers for their products and services. These companies have gone to advertising on the internet because most people are skipping through TV commercials these days. Our job is to copy and paste free ads online to bring people or traffic to the company's website, to help these companies gain long-term customers, and to help the promotions company find new agents as well. Close that out. Close that out. Pardon me. It's pretty simple, mostly copy and paste ads on different sites, like here on Facebook, Craigslist, Backpage, Twitter, and we have hundreds of other free classified sites. This is our own independent business, working with a company that pays us daily. It can be started for less than $10 total one time. That would be your ZNZ1 if people just want to get started, they want to get in there, they want to make a commission or make some money and see that it's real, and then jump in and do big cash. Obviously, I went ahead and did both. Probably most of you guys did as well. If you're here on the team, then you'd have already known that you've gone through both ZNZ1, ZNZ Big Cash, and you've also joined GDI. We have to sign up and meet the requirements to become an agent. Then we're qualified for life to work the 2 programs and make up $200 per deal. You have a computer with dedicated internet. You can copy and paste, follow directions, and you can do this. What you can do is check out my website. Once you submit the application for more information, there'll be a short video and details about the company and how we make money with them. The second video, this is actually me logging into my account and explaining how everything works. I have to edit this a little bit because I had built my own site with WordPress and had my own videos and everything, like I said, prior to. I haven't marketed this in a little while. This is kind of like a catalyst. I should have kept this going a little bit while I had the other one, but I was pretty busy. I was doing over $10,000 a month in business online because I started with ZNZ, and I was able to learn how to, bring in business and things of that nature. That's kind of my opener there as far as that's concerned. And then what I do is I go through and I put these different posts. There's a book that Jacob shared. Jacob Armstrong's part of our group as well, my running buddy. He shared with me. It's called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And it's by Gary Vaynerchuk, and this is a guy who his family were immigrants who came over, and he started out with a niche in the wine business and created an online wine seller website and was very, very, very good with that. And then he's basically been able to exploit that and grow that through using social media. Now he actually has a company where he takes on clients and uses the social media and fan pages and things like this to interact. The whole premise of that is you don't want every single post to be buy, join, join. People tune it out. You want to put things on there. It's an 80-20 rule. 80% engagement and value in sharing things that you know are going to compel people to think, like, and share. 20% you want to be putting posts in there like the first one I showed you there that intros the page, so that you're not going to make money if you don't ask for the sale personally, or you don't ask for the referral, or send them in the right direction. People aren't aware of what is happening when they're coming to the page, or they don't really know what to do. So you've got to tell them what to do. On Tuesday night we do our presentation, and we are able to invite people that want to check us out and they want to see there's real people. And this is something that we've been working on a long time, and we finally put together for you guys to help you guys also convert as well. This was what you're seeing on my screen, hopefully. I haven't checked the other part of it. Yeah, you are. Okay, cool. This is an event. So up here at the very top, I'm not going to pop up there for I'll pop up there in a minute and show you. I created an event on Tuesday, and I shared this so that people can link right in here and go to the event that we had on Tuesday night, where they can see us live doing the presentation, where me and Nikki, I think, yeah, it was this Tuesday, me and Nikki did it, and there were a couple of others on there as well. So you can create events. Everyone that has liked your page is going to get a notification of the event, so you can strive to bring more people to it. I also share this on my profile. People that are looking at your ads and responding to your ads are also watching. They're sitting back watching to see what's going on online, if you're going to still stick with it, if you're actually real, what kind of things you're posting, and so on and so forth. And a lot of times you're not going to know it. They're just kind of sitting back, looking and watching, and you'll develop your own fans, people that like to follow your stuff. I love this one here. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday isn't one of them, and this is something that you kind of need to keep in mind, and it'll be something that can actually help you to push people along. Yeah, I'll get around to it someday, or someday I'll take care of that, or someday I'm going to do that. Someday never comes. It's not one of the days of the week, obviously. I mentioned the events that you can create here. Sorry for the train there. I'm going to get loud for a second. Hang on. Right up here on the top, where you're going to put a post, where you would put a photo or a post or anything, you can create an offer or create an event. So you can actually put your offer in here if you wanted to do an offer and a special post, and then share it out as well. All these people are going to see it. In my personal profile, I got about 2,500 to 3,000 people that have actually friended me over the period of time. Some of them I do know personally, I've worked with or live around. Others are people that are following, or people that have responded. At one point in time with my ZNZ Get Response, I had over 10,000 people from Facebook alone that have opted into my system to get information. So another thing is, hang on one second. I'm going to mute out for the train going by here. Hold on one second. All right, I'm still here. It doesn't seem to be too bad. Okay, so let's get back over to the fan page. I'm actually going to show you guys how to set one up as well. Who's got?
Yeah, coughing up flying words. Desperate to know what's wrong.
Okay.
Position.
Nothing less than.
Jennifer, is there something that you wanted to say, or we need it muted out for the? Okay, thank you very much for the background noise. Appreciate it. All right, cool. So we're also going to show you guys how to get one started here. I'm not going to completely go through and start another one. I have plenty already that I need. But in this business right here, you're going to put a brand or a product. You're going to click on that. You're going to choose a category. You're going to go down to a product or a service. Okay, we're basically providing an advertised service, and this is where you're basically going to name your business and your fan page. And like I said before, I chose something along the lines of what we're doing, create it your own lifestyle, or create financial security, whatever. I like the word working from home in my title because anything I like or share, people see, it says Joe is sharing Freedom Working from Home's picture. Everybody clicks on it, they like Freedom from Home's picture. They share it, same thing. They're sharing Freedom Working from Home. It subliminally, tells people that this is obviously a page about work from home. It intrigues them. They click on it. You're going to be compelled and get more people. On that note, I'm going to go through some insights. Like I said, I haven't really pushed. I've just kind of kicked this back up in the last week or two to get some engagement. And every time you put a post up and people look and view it, like it, share it, what have you, Facebook gives you insights. And for whatever reason, I guess I'll close a couple windows down here. This is extremely slow this evening. All right. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay. This kind of, like I said, my post reach in the last couple of days, I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't put as many posts up there. I had pumped it up to around 1,500 or so. This shows you your page likes. It shows you the post, how many people you're reaching in your post. As you can see, I'm down 51%, so I was like 1,300 or so from last week, and I had 80 people engaged, the post clicks. And then you can go down, and I showed you the post about Be Different. That was the very first one. Only 46 people have done it. I only think I shared it on one profile. So this one right here reached 164. I'm going to scroll down through here because I want to make a point. I want to show you guys the value of why you're going to want to do this and the engagement that you'll get. Because as more people are compelled and like and share, this one reached 341 people. It's all organic. I didn't pay anything. We're working on a pay-per-click and working on really how to hone in on the Facebook advertising so that once you do get started, you can take 20, 30, 40 bucks, a couple ZNZ1 completions out of what you get for the week, set them aside for some advertising, throw a $5 or $10 a day budget in there, and start actually getting some paid. So everything I've done on here is organic. I have done some paid ads in the past and kind of explored with that. These are recent posts. I'm going to actually go as far back as last year in some of the engagements that I had. You can see here is where I would post some things, and this is in June of this year. I posted a few things and just kind of keep it alive and let people know I was still there, even though I was working in my secondary, my primary business, I should say. I can't call it secondary. ZNZ was my primary for a long time. And you can see a lot of these, just, be passionate, follow your heart, and go after your dreams. Steve Jobs is in the picture there, so that was something I put up there. 449 people engaged on that one. 485 engaged here. I want to go down because when I was at my pinnacle, my peak of really marketing this thing last year, using my fan page and figuring out how to put I had a capture on here, and here we go. This one right here, it's called Need Washing. It's about a little girl. There's a story to it. You guys can scroll down the page if you want, but it reached 4,572 people organically, meaning I made a post, I shared it on my personal pages. I have the two Facebook pages and on my fan page, and I was heavily into my marketing, and 4,572 people seen this post, and everyone that's seen it saw Freedom Working from Home. As far as that's concerned, this is where I was getting close, to 1,000 fans, just saying a little thank you and appreciate it. And it, like I said, it doesn't everything. You don't want everything to be totally about marketing. You want things that are going to inspire people, make them laugh, make them smile, encourage them, so on and so forth. I'm almost to where I want to go because there was a post that was the beginning of, and I almost want to say it was it July when that happened? Whatever month that is autism awareness. This is another one here that had 808. I think that's the second time I posted it because I know this is about a father and son. It's a son asking his father a question about how much he makes per hour because he wants to be able to spend more time with his dad. And it literally took off. I think that's the second time I did it. This one, that's why it only has 808, but it's on here in another spot, and it really was crazy how much it took off. This was just thanking our veterans. Like I said, not everything has to be about business. 1.6. So what? 1,500 people seen that post there, and it's probably going to be May or April that I put that other post. I reached, I want to say 23 to 28,000 people with one post, no advertising, just kept pointing people to my fan page, kept interacting. This is 1.9, 1.1, and I think it's going to be at the beginning of this month here. I just went and looked at it the other day. That's kind of why I'm taking the time to scroll down and show this to you. That's 4.8 thousand people on that one, 2.2, 1.4. See, you could see when I was really actively engaging and you know, pumping my fan page, I was getting a lot more interaction here. And the really super cool thing is that I'm going back I'm a year now. You know what I'm saying, as to, you know, the analytics. So you can look and see what works, what doesn't work. This gives you all of those tools that you need. 2.5. Come on, give me the first of the month. 4,705 people here, over 4,111 there, and here we go. All right, there it is. This is simply, April is Autism Awareness Month. We would like to take a moment to show our support and ask that you do the same. 28,475 people organically interacted with this, which means that I didn't spend a dime. All of those people were clicking and sharing on this page. This is what I consider, it's free viral marketing, folks. You know, and you're going to find things that are compelling. As you can see, you know, I was getting pretty consistent numbers on these posts. You know, these are all on the same day. You know, 1.7, 1.7, 1.7. I don't know that it were all the same people on that. Ironically, they're all the same number, 1.3. But basically, you get what I'm talking about. This is kind of why you want to direct this to the fan page, and you want to push everything through that. Now, 22 Social is a company that you can. I have to get more into this, but I'm going to click on it. I'm going to show you some of the things that this is. It's free for one fan page, and I know they have additional features. That you can, it's like $20 a month or so. Once you get rolling, if you wanted to do that, you can do that as well. And my computer is extremely slow this evening. 22social.com, www.22s.com. You can go to their fan page also. Just type in 22 Social up here, and it will take you to their page. You can, Freedom Work from Home, you could actually have a presentation on here. You can put a fan gate where people come to your fan page and it makes them click a like button before they can get any information off your fan page or see any post or anything. They've got to like it. What happens when they like it? All of their friends see it as well. You can embed a video here. We could actually be, if I put the embed code right now to this Hangout, I could be inviting everybody to my fan page that's watching this Hangout, and then have a button right underneath where it says, you know, you want to, you know, contact me, or you want to get more information. I can put things in here, links and what have you, and just link them right on into the site where they can actually get started. So there's so many different feed functions that you can do on a fan page. Let me pop over here. This is where we came up with the product or brand, the product or service. And starting that, work with me on ZNZ. I just kind of did that to be a little something humorous or catchy. All right, get started. And then they're basically going to walk you through getting started with your page. And as I said, mine's incredibly slow this evening. So if you have a website, you can put your website link in here. You can choose your own Facebook name. Mine is facebook.com, Freedom Working From Home. So I could actually marketing anybody on Facebook. You're also going to get a lot more benefit from Facebook by keeping people on Facebook until they get to your fan page, and then you can link them out into a website. Facebook is about keeping the people on Facebook and the interaction. That's how they become #2 in the world, and that's how they make their money in their advertising, because they could say, hey, at any given time, you know, we've got 3.5 billion people that are logged into Facebook around the clock. That's kind of funny. It's word porn. It's not what it is. It actually is different, unique words. You guys are going to make me click on it now just so I can show you that no, there's no porn on Facebook. It's a site, and they put a new photo in there. This one happens to be of Robin Williams. So, but getting back to where we were as far as creating a page here, you can set this all up. You can save the info. Is work with me on either a real business, product, or a brand. This will help you find the business, product, or brand more easily on Facebook. If you're selling something specific, I would venture to say no. And I also want to touch base on this. There's three different things. You don't necessarily want to brand ZNZ. I kind of, now I'm thinking in hindsight, what all the pros are suggesting is that you brand yourself, or you brand your team, or I'm branding a coined phrase, freedom working from home. If I were promoting a company and the company went out of business, my fan page is obsolete. If I'm promoting Joe Batron or I'm promoting freedom working from home, I could put any number of businesses on there and any number of offers and opportunities to where, you know, my fan page is going to keep the fans, I can keep the social interaction, and I can keep marketing regardless of what business model I have or what I'm promoting. I can keep that going with this fan page, you know, because of my name. So keep that in mind when you're doing that. You want to make sure you have a follow-up email series. Well, here, let's go back here. You want to have an offer on your page. Make sure your capture page for people to put their info in so you can follow up and engage with your customers. Everybody says the money's in the list, the money's in the list, the money's in the list. You need to be able to, people are going to be skeptical, and every single person, including myself that's on here now, seen these little ads and look at this presentation and probably say, wow, that looks pretty good, but is it a scam? Is it real? And not everybody's at different levels of what they're going to believe in. What, you know, some people take time. I've had many people that are in different situations and circumstances say, I need to wait till next Monday, or I'm going out of town, I'll be back in 2 weeks, and they've followed up and they've caught up with me. You want to make sure you're engaging with your fans, participate in your business. They say that you should be putting 5 to 7 posts out a day, and that 80% is inspiration and value, 20% is marketing your product or service. Don't be afraid to ask for the sale. Ultimately, this is the business is about helping people. So if you approach it that way, rather than, hey, buy so I can make some money, if you approach it that, you know, you're here to work with people and help people and lift people up and empower them to believe in themselves and to achieve the results, then you'll find yourself having a lot more success. When you walk into a business, what is the first thing that people usually say? Hello, how can we help you? You want to take that same approach with your business online so that it doesn't always seem like you're just trying to sell them something. Like I said, they don't run up to you saying, hey, how you doing? Buy this. Use common sense, be courteous, find out what they're looking for so that you can figure out how to help them. In the words of the late, great Zig Ziglar, you know, you can have everything you want in life if you'll just help other people get what they want. And creating your page, again, brand yourself, a team, or a concept, not a company. Something happens to the company, the brand goes away. Your vanity URL is where I was telling you about, you know, facebook.com/freedom working from home. You want to, you know, put that in there so that people can find you. My OCD's kicking in here. You have to bear with me here. As I said, in the name of my fan page, if you're not going to brand yourself, put a little thought into your name before you're choosing it. As I said, I wanted to deliver a message. Their friends like and share, and everybody promotes it. They see the same message, freedom work from home, pictures or videos. Creates the viral marketing. I just went through the insights and I kind of showed you. By using this concept, one person, one link can turn into thousands. You saw the one post that I put out there that reached over 28,000 people just from one single post, no advertising, didn't pay a dime. You want to provide value 80% of the time. People don't want to hear the buy. They do understand that it is a business page and they expect you to be doing business, so don't be afraid to ask for the sale. But ideas for creating value, and this is one of the things that challenged me when I was new. I was like, well, how do I create value? What am I going to do? I don't know anything, so how am I going to give value to the people? When you're new, you're trying to learn and may not know how to create value. Feed off of others' value, content, and videos. You don't have to or want to totally steal somebody's content. You know, go find a video, an article, or a blog, a post, or something that you're interested in learning. Take some time, watch the video, take some notes, and then make a short review of it yourself, passing it along that value to other people and what you got for it in your own words, and share the video or share the post or link them into it just kind of give them an idea of what it did for you and how it inspired you. The application tabs on the fan page link people to your offers and direct them where you want to go. I kind of showed you guys where you linked right into the ZNZ from my post because I had it out there and I had the link in there. I also showed you to get more information where you could direct them to the 22 social Fangate interaction, where if you had a video on there, there's some other things we'll get into. Like I said, this is kind of like part 101, creating the fan page and some different ideas. You guys can go back and rewatch the video. I'm not going to get technical this evening where this is going into talking about keywords. I am going to talk about this for a second here. When you're filling out your About Me section, you want to make sure that you're using the keywords. And let me pop back over to my fan page. I think it's here. Okay. In the About Me section, this is when people search for something on Google, they're going to see different keywords. And these are things, I think I just really simple. It says work right from home using Facebook, make multiple payments of up to $104, paid daily, visit our blog, which I had this set up on a blog prior to the Making Dreams Come True.info, directs them right into the ZNZ Solutions team. And also for the mobile link, people could actually, if it was mobile optimized, they could log in because there's so many people that actually are online on their phones on Facebook and everything. So you want to kind of lean more towards having things mobile optimized. I can't remember how many billions of dollars that it is that they're projecting as far as the mobile phone market. I've got into hopefully it's going to get a little bit better, you know, down the road here as far as pricing is concerned, but mobile marketing is going to be phenomenal and huge. There are a lot of people that have these new smartphones that don't even have computers anymore. So let me get over here and get off of my screen share, and I'm going to interact with some of you on the panel here. And I do apologize if it's been a little sloppy this evening. Like I said, it was kind of a scenario where Lindsay was on her way home. I wanted to jump in and interact and kind of share some things. I didn't plan on taking the whole ball and running with it, but we do what we got to do, and that's what being part of a team together, everybody achieves more. So Rhonda or Lisa, can you take a look at the chat there? I don't know that I have it set up on another window. I closed it out because my computer was running kind of slow. I want to see if anybody's got any kind of questions or anything like that. Most of the, you got Brandy, Jennifer, Leslie, and then there's a few viewers, so I don't know who's viewing. I know Joseph was trying to, let me see if I can get back into ZNZ Solutions and see the chat where there might be some comments coming in. We should be down here in live, or is this? No, I don't. I thought Lindsay had put this in there, so I'm really hoping, because this is still actually from the other night, and you'll have to excuse me again. Like I said, I haven't really been using this system. I had a completely personal system built up as Lindsay was putting this all together, or maybe it's in the new member coaching is probably where we're at. Yeah, here we go, the Thursday new member class. So this is where we're at this evening. Do we have a chat down here with some questions? All right, let me pop back through here. I believe this is tonight, right? Yeah, okay, this has us here. All right, I see Leslie in there. New member on the phone. Training and hangout. 1 second here. Refresh, that's Lindsay. Okay, what's the source of the post that you are showing? Gary, the post that I was showing was my own personal fan page that I put together, and the posts are just things that compel me, things that, you know, like I said, be different, and I just kind of put a little thought that goes with it. I'm a big fan of Vic Strides, who was one of the leaders that came into Empower Network and made $720,000 in 28 days from December 20th to January 18th. last year, December 28th of 2013 to January 18th of this year. They had a big seminar in Dallas, and he came in the doors and did $720,000. Vic's theory on, there's a team of us, there's over 500 people in here, we're only one team. ZNZ has had hundreds of thousands of people that have signed up. Not all of them are doing it or have hung in there with the business, but you want to be different. You want to kind of stand out from the crowd. We are all kind of using this system now, but Lindsay's put different capture pages on there. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us on the panel, and we might all be using ZNZ solutions, and we might all have a different look or different capture page, but we have the similar videos. Some of you can make your own intro video there, little 2-3 minutes, just telling your story. Hey, my name's Joe Batron. Thank you for stopping by. I wanted to just say a quick hello, let you know I'm a real person. I was always intrigued about how these people were making money online. I wanted to figure it out. I came across a tweet one day on Twitter. As a matter of fact, it was April 28th of 2012. It said, got no scratch to get started. Check out Scratch Marketing. Well, I didn't want to put a lot of money out. I wasn't sure how these things worked. I know there's a lot of scams and crap out there, so I was trying to find something real that I could start for a little bit of money, and yet it gave me the opportunity to produce some cash flow and start making money on a regular basis. And I wanted to make some decent money. Everybody wants to get rich. I don't necessarily know about the famous part. I could care less. Give me the money. Leave me in the background. That's fine. I don't need to be, famous and known all over the place, all over the world, or on TV. If that's your thing, then awesome. But that's what led me to this ZNZ Solutions. I checked it out. It made sense. I mean, these are major Fortune 500 companies, very well known. Discover Card, CreditReport.com, Netflix, Blockbuster was one of them, Equifax, TransUnion. There's so many other companies that have contracted with ZNZ, looking to create additional business. Everybody's using TiVo and DVRs nowadays, so they basically said, hey, we need to have help on the internet. It's so vast. Now, me as one person, I've been working this for over 2.5 years, and I've generated over probably close to 20,000 people have inquired and put their name and email and phone number in on my list over that period of time, which led them to the presentation, which linked them into ZNZ. I think I have literally like 2,000 signups on ZNZ1 alone. They didn't all complete, but 2,000 people I've brought in, and I brought these companies exposure. I'm one person. Now, take that 2,000, multiply it times 10, that's 20,000. Multiply it times 100, that's 200,000, and so on and so forth. So that's how this works. It just creates viral, and with these companies are paying for leads, but they're only paying when you bring them somebody to try their product and service. So, if that's something that you're into, if you can copy and paste, you've got a couple hours a day, you've got a dedicated home internet service, this is something that anybody could do. It doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter what your schooling is. I didn't even go to high school. I was one of those kids, intelligent kids that had all the answers, and I decided to start running away at 13 years old. I never completed a high school. I think 10th grade is the only one I completed. 9th grade I didn't go. 11th grade I withdrew and went into work and got a real education then, because I got the school of hard knocks. I got to learn and run my head into the wall and make it even more difficult for myself. But anyways, so it really doesn't matter what your background is. It's nothing to sign up with the company. Put your name, address, and email into the system here, and we'll go ahead and jump into the company's website and a little bit more in depth of how you make money and how the system works. That's just a quick little off the top of my head. It's not really clean, but an idea of a video that you can put together yourself to personalize it. You want to show them that you're real. You want to show them that you're here for them. You're going to work with them. You're going to help them and plug them into the team, because you're not alone. Together everybody achieves more. Obviously, there's over 500 of us in there, and there's enough leaders and core people that are around all the time where they can pop a question in there and they can basically get their answers. The story of a father and son, where did you get that originally? I scrolled through my news feed, and there was a picture of, you're going to make me go back and do this. And I actually want to. I was joking about the make part. But this is actually such a compelling story. This is why one of those things went viral. I just pull stuff off my news feed, and that's a lot of where I get a lot of this stuff. I'll see these and I save them into, and here's another thing. You guys are more than welcome to share this. Kind of go to my fan page. Here's what I have a little bit of a challenge with and what's happened in the past. Duplication is one thing, you know what I'm saying? You want to do the things that are similar, but you don't want to take the exact same things or the exact same ideas. I did some training back in the day. I cranked this thing up to almost $1,000 a week, and I started really sharing all my advertising, and people weren't using their own creativity and thinking out of the box. And that was where I was talking about creating value and content earlier. Take something as an idea and put your own words and your own spin on how you relate to it. Don't take it identically, because what happened was I showed everybody what I was doing and how I pumped it to $1,000 a week, and everybody took the exact same word for word ads and started pounding them on Facebook, to where there's 2 or 3 or 4 of us that have the identical wording and the identical ads. It's obvious I wrote them, you know what I'm saying? And then we look stupid, and then, you know, kind of it takes the credibility away from it, is really what I was looking at. Let me share my screen again here, because Gary brought up something really kind of cool. The reason I do want to show that is because it is a really neat little story that's very compelling that people took and ran with. These are all just funny little things. I brought up the torso and the hair the other night when I was doing a presentation, and this business is, everybody wants to be rich overnight, yes, but it's about consistency. It's what you're looking for. These are all just things that compel people, and then every 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. And simple things like this. If you're going to be on Facebook all day, at least get paid for it. And I put something in there, I slap my link in, and I make people think about it. And people also want proof. I mean, here's some $263 in one day, $303 in one day, $141 in one day, $176 in one day. I don't know what somebody did or said to me, and I just sit here and fired it up. This little girl in the story of Dancing in the Rain was one of the ones that I showed you in the analytics that reached like 4,700 people or something along those lines. And here's the one that Gary's referring to about this father and son. And I'm going to go ahead and read this, and I apologize. There's another train coming behind in the background here. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to mute out for a minute here with this train going. I want to read this for you. Cool. All right. It's not really being that loud right now, so let me go back to this picture. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read this one, and you're going to understand and give you a really good idea as to why this thing took off and why it compelled so many people. And this is what I added. I said, are you missing those precious moments with your children and family that you can never get back? This, I put things out people to think. And a lot of times they don't, you know, they just think, well, let's make money, let's make money, let's make money. Well, what's your why? Why do you do this? What drives you? What's your passion? So the son says, Daddy, may I ask you a question? He says, yeah, sure. What is it? He says, how much do you make an hour? The dad says, you know, he gets upset. He's like, that's none of your business. Why do you ask such a thing? I just want to know. Please tell me how much you make an hour. He says, well, if, you know, I just want, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. If you must know, I make $100 an hour. Oh, with his head down. Daddy, may I please borrow $50? The father got furious. So he's like, is that the only reason that you asked me, you know, so that you can borrow some money to buy some silly toy or you know, some kind of nonsense? And then he says, then march yourself straight into your room and go to bed. Think about why you are being so selfish. I work hard every day for such this childish behavior. Basically, the father gets upset from the son's like, hey, how much you make an hour? I make $100 an hour. He's like, hey, can I borrow 50? And he got mad at him and he sent him to bed. The little boy quietly went to his room and he shut the door. The man sat down and started to get even angrier about the boy's questions. How dare he ask, questions, only to get some money? After about an hour or so, the man calmed down and he started to think, well, maybe there's something you really needed to buy with that $50, and you really didn't ask for money very often. Excuse me. The man went to the door of the little boy's room and opened it. Are you asleep, son? No, Daddy, I'm awake. He said, I've been thinking maybe I was too hard on you. It's been a long day. Took $50 out. Here's the $50 you asked for. The little boy sat up smiling and said, oh, thank you, Daddy. Then he reached under his pillow and he pulled out some crumpled bills. The man saw that the boy already had money and started to get angry again. The little boy slowly counted the money and then looked up at his father. Father says, why do you want the money if you already have some? He says, because I didn't have enough, but now I do. I have $100. So can I buy an hour of your time? Please come home early. I'd like to have dinner with you. That's huge. That's compelling. That's the kind of thing that says the Father was crushing. I'm not going to go on with that. It's just a real personal thing with me. But those are the kind of things that you put out there that make people think and act. You're touching their emotions. You're making them feel so on and so forth. So, like I said, I apologize. That gets a little deep with me and personal, but that's really what compels people to act. You've got to be think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? You've got to get people's attention. You've got to make them think and be a little bit different, and that's, like I said, to me, that is something that's huge. And I didn't know. I mean, that touched me. Obviously, I couldn't even read the whole thing, but that took off. And that wasn't, and the other one was autism, just causes. People get compelled about causes. I work with a couple other, I got a little project going with a big company with some big causes as well, and it hasn't launched or anything like that. I've been working in the background with it for a couple of years. But, these are just some of the things and some of the ideas that come across, and I just got them through my news feed. I don't remember that one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might give Jacob the credit on that, because I think he might have sent that to me, and I seen that. I was like, wow. I said, that's something I got to put on my fan page and share, and it did. It just went nuts. And the other one, like I said, the autism, you saw that one reached over 28,000 people with that. So I'm not going to take this. We're a little bit after 9 o'clock. We did start a little bit late. Do any of you on the panel have anything you'd like to jump in and say, or have any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask any other questions. Also, for those of you that are viewing, if you guys have any questions as well, or you'd like us to cover something else, let me know. I've been doing this for 2.5 years, so I've got a pretty good experience in a lot of different situations. Even if it doesn't pertain to the fan page, that's fine. And like I said, it's freedom working from home. You've seen the cover page and what have you. You guys can go through and take some of these things and ideas. Here's what I want to show you. This is I gotta show you guys this one, because this was a very, very interesting lesson that I learned when I had just turned 21. I was living in Nashville, Tennessee, and working. I had been working at the Opryland Hotel, and I worked with a chef named James Thomas, one of the best chefs I ever worked for. He was a Navy chef for over 20 years. The guy could make anything from scratch. And he sent me in the storeroom for something one day, and I came in there. I went in there. I was looking around, and I couldn't find it. And I came back out, and I said, I can't find this thing, And he walks in there, and he's he's got the old conductor's cap on, got the glasses, the white, completely white beard. He kind of looked like he was a black man, and he looked like a black version of Colonel Sanders with a white mustache and a white beard. I can still see his face to this day, and he says to me, the person who says it can't be done should not interrupt the person doing it, as he was carrying the can that he sent me in there for in the first place. I told him I can't find it. So this was something that was really neat, and as you can see, my GDI domain, makingdreamscometrue.ws, is another one of my coined kind of things that I use for advertising. Those are actually the two primaries: Freedom Working from Home and Making Dreams Come True. I own the .infos, the .coms. I went a little bit further with kind of stuff. And if you're new, you'll learn things like that. You don't have to feel like you need all of this in order to make money. You really don't need anything other than your profile. You join groups. You post ads in Craigslist. You follow the training that we've showed you. And Lindsay's already put hours and hours and hours and tons of money into the ZNZ Solutions system and set it up in a way that, number one, she knows converts, and number two, takes a lot of the heavy lifting off of you and having to explain it. And then for your people that get started, it's an incredible resource, because they have the training, they have the steps, the fast start steps to get started, and then they obviously have these type of trainings on Tuesdays or Thursday nights. Tuesdays we have the presentation where it took us a while to get all that together and get everybody kind of on the same page in the leadership group, to where you can invite your people, link them right in, so you get the credit if they happen to start from the presentation. But they see real people like us that are online, that are working the business and making the money. So I don't see any other questions in the chat. If I've covered all of your questions, that's great. You can always post them in the group. Ladies, do you have anything else you wanted to add? Going once?
No, I
Going
think,
twice?
Joe, I think you covered everything pretty well. I think, a fan page and I just think that that's very necessary, especially, in ZNZ. That's how I get a lot of people to get interested in it. And 'cause you can't really post on Facebook on your wall with a link, and, too much advertisement on Facebook itself is going to get you in trouble. So I think you did a
you
great
get away
job.
with it. Thank you. You get away with some of that, and like I said, I mean, I have 2,000 or 3,000 people on one profile and a couple thousand people on there, and those are people that are, when we put our posts out on these groups, they're saying, I'm saying, hey, add me as a friend so we could chat. A lot of those people, they may not be ready today, but they watch and they see what's going on. And I have people, I hadn't promoted Z&Z in 9 months. Like I said, I was working online. I was bringing in over $10,000 a month with another online business. I'm not going to cross-promote on tonight's training. You guys just have to watch what I'm posting. But anyways, I didn't do it for 9 months. I got a text message. You know what I'm saying? Because my old system had my phone number and everything on it. It might even still be in the ZNZ Solutions. I'm not sure. But 9 months later, this lady wanted me to do a three-way with somebody. Her name was Lisa something, and I texted her back and I said, Lisa, I remembered the name because she had messaged me before. I said, I said, hey, thank you for contacting me. I said, we don't necessarily do three-ways. I didn't kind of get into this business to sit on the phone and do three-way calls. It might be what you need to get started, what you're comfortable with, whatever. There's no wrong way to do it as long as you're doing something. Okay.
Right.
But 9 months later, she says, can you do a three-way tomorrow with me and a friend of mine? And I said, what you need to do is go to my profile and link into the system, and you need to check out what it's all about. So does your friend. It's not for me to sit here and explain. That's why it's internet marketing. I've done direct door-to-door sales. I was licensed in life and health insurance. I was licensed in real estate for 12 years. I did merchant services. So I could go and do those kind of things over and over again if I wanted to. I got into the internet marketing so I could automate a lot of this stuff. Yes, you have to work. Yes, you have to learn. You got to put in the time. But I want this computer working for me whether I'm at it or not. You know what I'm saying? So, Rhonda, did you want to jump in here? Oh, I guess not. She muted out. Okay, it's about 9:15. We're running about an hour. Like I said, we did start a little bit late. Thank you guys for all hanging in there and being with us. Lindsay had tornado warnings in her area. They were booking out. She's also a member of the volunteer fire department, and she had a radio going off in the background. And they were kind of scrambling around. We're going to hope everything is well and everybody's safe there. Thanks for coming in, guys, and being a part of the team and the training. Anything you need, post it in the group, and we will see you Tuesday nights. Same time, same station, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our presentation. Thanks a lot. You have a great night.
Thanks.